Looks like we've got a long load ahead of us. There we go. Starting in the bottom left here on MLG Shakuras, we have our green Protoss. He is
vVvHasuu.
His opponent currently up 2-0. We have our pink Terran. He is
tQWannaBe.
If I lose best of 7, I'll get TQQT as a Smurf. It could just be Cutie Wannabe.
TQQ actually looks like somebody crying with double middle fingers. I don't know if he meant to do that or not, but
I doubt it.
so yep, we got vVvHasuu down 0-2 right now. He was actually posting on Twitter earlier that he gets X amount of followers. I forgot what it was. He's gonna document his trip to next MLG. But right now, he's got to focus on this match up ahead of him. TQ's been kind of running him over, doing some nice positional play early in that last game, drawing those units away from the probe line with that drop, and then killing a decent amount of workers right in the beginning. And it just seemed like Hasuu just unable to recover from that, not really sure how to play from behind properly. So, again, we'll see if Hasuu, Wannabe goes for that Hellion play again. I'm not sure how well it's going to work on this map. Again, the ramps here a little bit harder to push up against. So,
yeah, I'm really hoping that we see something different from Hasuu, because just judging from how he's doing the wall off here, he's going to get the Cyber at the bottom of the minerals to protect against Hellions again, particularly drops. And I think it's full wall off on the right side this time, which he hasn't been doing full wall offs for the most part. Or no, he actually gets the Cybernetics core at the top. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, but hopefully he does something different. Wannabe actually does opt to get the barracks at the front wall this time, so he could be changing it up, and he is going to snipe that first probe very quickly. He might just go for a fast expansion, which is very common, especially considering he doesn't even have his gas up.
yep, I would say so.
And he did a good job the last couple games of just staying ahead in Harvesters, and there goes that expansion. So hopefully we see something from Hasuu to pressure this.
Yeah, he's going to have to scout it first, though. And we see TQ still with his Marines at the top of his ramp when you really want them somewhere in the middle of your ramp. Right now, the only thing that can come out and scout you is a probe. So the high ground advantage doesn't really make a difference. But now that he's got 3 Marines, I don't think that probe will get far enough. But still. Oh, another pause coming down. This guy's obviously pretty popular.
Has to talk on the phone. So we did see the 1 gate expand from Hasuu. So economically he was about the same. But that SCV from Wannabe is probably going to leave scout it, so he's going to be better off. He's going to have the knowledge of what's going on. I don't know if Hasu's going to be able to get that probe that is going across the map inside the base and really be able to deal with it. Those 3 Marines should be enough to deny the scout. I'd actually like to see him a little closer to the ramps, so just to guarantee that he doesn't see the command center.
Right.
We just see the
small
second and
things.
third ranks.
There he goes, actually moving down to the bottom of the ramp for a second, and then all the way back up.
Just
That
checking.
was weird.
Just checking. Now moving, spacing him out. And here comes that probe. Is he going to see it? Moment of truth. Could probably
Not with that
assume.
5 Marine firing squad at the top.
Yeah, he's not going to see it now. And he actually backs off. Might just get a proxy pilot up here on the right side and try to do some 3-gate pressure. He does have his 2nd and 3rd on the way.
If you actually do 4-gate pressure, not only do you get the expansion up to 1 gate, you throw down an extra 3 if you want to be aggressive with it. But
oh, and
again, this is favoring these early transitions. So
SCV's going to scout out the pylon. He checked behind the grass, coming up the ramp. There it is. Although
so it looks like he's actually just going to drop a 2nd bunker here at the top.
Yep.
Ooh, this is actually a mistake. He's going after it with his Marines, and you don't actually want to do that once the pylon is up. And actually, this is the reason. Looks like some of these Stalkers going to get some free hits on this. He's trying to take it down. Will it be enough? I mean, the probe is still there, so it's not going to make a huge difference.
And he gets it. Yep, but
that was actually clutch, though. The SCV, yeah, built a supply depot to make sure they had vision on the high ground still.
Yeah.
Even though the SCV died, I hadn't actually seen that, not actually seen that done very often.
Well, the thing about it, it only had like 30 health. If the Stalkers would have just focused it down, there goes that high ground vision. Attack over, and he would have saved the pylon.
But here goes the secondary pylon, so he does another warp in, not really losing any time there.
Yeah, he lost a lot of Marines. He does not have enough to fill up these bunkers. Only 7 Marines inside here right now. You know,
the third bunker going down to the top. Again, Hasuu actually chrono boosting all 3 of his gateways, trying to pump those units out, but right now, there we go, a couple extra zealots, and a sentry here to try to break this front.
Just get that Marauder inside of a bunker, and not really worrying about it right now. Does move those Marines into the other bunker. A lot of these units going down as Hasuu is focusing down nothing but the bunkers. And I think he only killed 1 Marine in that entire engagement. Supplies are now dead even. Although Harvester count, pretty much dead even too. It looks like Hasu's actually in the lead for once.
Yep, throwing down a quick Twilight Council actually, and again, the triple chrono boost on the gateways. I don't actually like that though. Here he goes again. Those second and third bunkers are not finished yet.
Although, there he goes, focusing down the bunker, and SCV's pulled a little too late.
Oh,
and I like that. Unloading the bunker right before it blew up, so those Marines did get behind the rest of the units so they could jump inside the other bunker. Now with that second bunker full again. Could build a third bunker again if you really wanted to, but doesn't really need to.
Yeah, we see.
Gonna back off.
And that pretty much ends all this early style aggression. We actually see Hasuu backing up now, which is a good choice. Because once those units have them, they can actually charge down the ramp. Take them. Dark Shrine coming up. This I'm okay with. This is an interesting style build. We see the 4th and 5th gateways coming down, but the Dark Shrine is going to make it so that even with the early aggression, we're not going to be able to see TQ push out and be aggressive once his stim is finished. So that's a really nice transition there from Hasuu.
So Hasuu has done a complete retreat and WannaBe, well, getting some missile turrets up. So I think he's just preparing for everything, and he's only getting the 1 missile turret up the front. So it's going to be a little tougher for him to expand at this point, and a little tougher for him to take map control. Otherwise, he's fine. If he actually floated that command center up to the top middle, did not break down those rocks, I think he'd be safe to mine off that for a long time. The factory is actually going across the top right now for scouting, probably just to try to spot a third. But we do have the third going down for Hasuu right now at the front.
We also have a drop coming over on the left, and
flies right over top of that probe. DT trying to come into the main, not doing anything. Second DT sitting here. Might try to engage versus some of these Marines. Everything lifts up. Does not lose a single Marine, although came close.
We do see a Hasuu going for a warp prison though, so it could try to drop or warp in DTs in the main here where there is no missile turret.
Well, he's revealed that he has DTs. I mean, WannaBe knows. I would be surprised if he did not get missile turrets in the main.
Scan goes down over Hasu's base, sees the forge upgrading. We do see that +1 armor is on the way. Also see the robotics facility down, so maybe anticipating a warp prison. Also scans and sees the third base coming down from Hasuu. Much better timing on this. Last time he's getting it close to 16 minutes when you really want to have this timing. But looks like WannaBe, nice timing on this drop. Kills a good amount of probes, and he actually might take down this Nexus.
Yep,
Those units are completely out of position here.
Same time DT forcing all the SCVs to go away. There goes that Nexus. Could probably just go into the main. But now 4 DTs here in the main. One gets taken out. Scan did go down. The other three just split.